Hey guys, I'm back with another video. Like I kept promising you guys that my channel was going to just be on fashion and beauty. Well, this video, as you guys see from the title, is not exactly related to fashion or beauty perhaps. I kind of just miss doing tags, and it's not like I'm going to stop doing tags. And also, quick side note, I am planning on starting a video series kind of like show thing on my channel where it's called Alysha's Advice. What it is that I would just ask you guys if you have any kind of topics that you would like me to discuss or to talk about, make videos about. But nonetheless, welcome to the TMI tag, and I have been seeing a lot of these videos on YouTube. I was up all night watching everybody's like TMI tags, and it really got to me. I've got my Kobo here, and I've got my cup of tea. We're gonna get started on this. There's nothing wrong with learning more about a person, right? What are you wearing? I'm wearing my OBO sweater, and I'm also wearing my garage drop crotch sweatpants with some thermal socks. I'm kind of lounging around here because it's a Friday. It's like late in the afternoon, and who really wants to be in really nice clothing on a Friday when you didn't even have class? Not that kind of girl. Ever been in love? Yes. Ever had a terrible breakup? No. How tall are you? I'm actually only 5'2.5", and the half is very important because, as you guys know, I wish I was taller. Because like deep in my mind, I really seriously want to be like, oh yeah, I'm 5'5". How much do you weigh? 1. Any tattoos? Nope. I really do plan on getting one eventually. Right now, it's not something I'm like dying to have. Any piercings? I have my ears pierced, both sides. OTP, one true pairing. Obviously, if you guys do know me, I have an unhealthy obsession with Chuck and Blair. I just love them together, and I'm just in love with their relationship and just them two people being together. So with that being said, the next question is, favorite show? Gossip Girl, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, a lot of like home repair, home interior designing kind of shows. That's kind of hard. I have a lot of favorite shows. Favorite bands? I'm not the kind of person to listen to like actual like bands, like instruments and stuff, but I guess 1975 counts. Time Flies, their duo. One Direction, if they don't count, they should count. Something you miss. Summertime. It's been snowing in Canada for what I feel like has been 10 months of the year, pretty much. The weather outside today is really nice, even though I haven't left my house, but like I've seen the weather forecast. The looks of it doesn't even look that bad outside. I'm kind of glad that the weather is starting to change. Favorite song? My music choices are kind of the weird variety of songs. I mean, I'm more into like EDM. Also like my hip hop, like my Drake, my 2 Chainz, my Kanye, my Jay-Z, my Beyonce. I love like Avicii and like Axwell and Sebastian Ingrosso and like old Swedish House Mafia. It goes to the pop side of things, so like Katy Perry, and I don't know who else I listen to. Because if you guys see my favorite playlist on songs, it's like pop, hip-hop, EDM. I don't really settle for one specific kind of genre of music, nor do I really settle on anything in life. I'm more of a very open kind of person. That's my answer, I guess. How old are you? I am 18 and I am turning 19, #legal, in September. Zodiac sign, I am a Virgo. I really portray my zodiac sign. Virgos are perfectionist, kind of like stubbornish, very anal about certain kind of things, and that's really who I am. Like, I really cannot stand when things are very like out of place or like they don't seem perfect to me in my eyes. That's just really the kind of person I am. But then again, like Virgos are so happy, we're so optimistic, we're so like outgoing and friendly. I guess I portray the role of being a Virgo quite well. Quality you look for in a partner. This brings me back to my high school days when we did this thing in religion class, and it was like we had to circle this kind of things that we look for in our partner, and the top of my list was like education and like really kind. If you have a passion for something, like say you like sciences and like you like science, okay. Really what I'm trying to get at is that if you're really passionate about something that you want to do with your life, like a career, then yeah, go for it. I think that's really attractive when a guy is really like has his mind set towards his career and he's like really passionate about something. That's like me myself. I'm very passionate about my career and like I work really hard. So if he's a hard worker, if he's honest, if he's kind, and if he's passionate and driven towards what he wants to do with his life, you're set to go. Favorite quote? This is honestly such a hard question. As I watched like everybody else's TMI Tag videos, I was like, wow, how do you guys like come up with that? Like, how do you just pick like 2 or 3 quotes? Like, I don't have like a specific favorite quote. It would probably be something related to Gossip Girl or something very deep. Really, I can't pinpoint it to one specific thing. And if you guys really just wanted to know like what kind of quotes I like, you could visit my Tumblr, I'll link it down there, or my Pinterest. I have a specific board just based on quotes. I really find life quotes very moving and very inspiring, and it just like kind of brings me up. So I have a lot of favorite quotes and I can't really just tell you a couple. So I'm gonna do a Chuck and Blair perhaps, like a Chuck and Blair. Oh my gosh, like their lines are so cute. Favorite actor? Actor as in male or actress? Actor, actress, Jennifer Lawrence. She can play a role quite well. I'm just gonna say she made American Hustle a bearable movie for me because I watched it with my friends and I didn't really think the movie was that great. But having her in that movie just made me like it like just a bit more because she played her role so well. I love her. Favorite color? Like when you ask me favorites, I can't really tell you what it is because I don't really settle. Going back to the quotes thing, I can go from sad quotes and then I go to happy quotes and I go to funny quotes, I go to cute quotes, and it's just like everywhere. Favorite color would have to be along the lines of a teal, a lilac, a nice pink, or that's pretty much it. My color palette decides to change every once in a while because I think it's a very important aspect when you're trying to check out something like with clothes. It all depends on the color. Appearance is quite important. Loud music or soft? Loud. Really loud. Where do you go when you're sad? A quiet place where I can blast my music? I don't know. Anywhere really. When I'm sad, I just kind of just distance myself from anybody else. I don't necessarily have like, oh, this is my sad corner of the house, this is my happy corner of the house. It's just wherever I am in life and I just happen to be sad, I will be sad in wherever I was going that day or that instant. How long does it take you to shower? On a good day, 10 minutes. On a day where I'm feeling extremely lazy, perhaps I have an 8 a.m. class, 15 minutes. Extra 5 minutes is just me literally standing under the shower with my eyes closed and contemplating whether or not I want to continue this day or forever stay in the shower. How long does it take you to get ready in the morning? Depends on if I want to look decent for the day. Most of the times not. Most of the days I just wear mascara, maybe eyeliner as well, but on the days where I actually want to look decent, I would say 45 minutes. That also depends if I do have something to wear. And if I don't have something to wear and I want to look decent and like throw on a bunch of makeup, I would say an hour. There are days where I'm like rushing or whatever and I just grab anything that I have in my room and I'm not putting on makeup, I would say 10 minutes. Ever been in a physical fight? Not an actual fight, but my cousins and I used to like tackle each other and like play fight and like wrestle, if you may. Does that count? I haven't actually like punched someone in the face. You can't lie. Sometimes you do have the urge to want to just give someone a good smack of reality in the face. That thought crosses your mind every so often. I can guarantee that. Turn on if you like hockey. No, I'm just kidding. If you're tall, like I said, the whole passion thing, if you have a goal set to do in life and it's like a pretty realistic and really good choice in life, not like just be a drug dealer all my life or I'm just gonna live off my parents for the rest of my life and not actually have like a specific career choice or some sort of life plan set for you. that's not a turn. That's a turn off, which is the next question. The turn on thing is like if you're passionate, I guess if you like hockey, if you're tall, and if you have a nice smile, you have nice eyes. This is getting really weird. This is not my dating profile video. Turn off if you have nowhere to go in life, if you are mean to people, if you're very cocky. I don't know how girls would even go for you. The reason I joined YouTube, I was actually going to make a full video on the reason why I joined YouTube, but I'm just gonna sum it up for you because I may or may not decide to actually film a video for you guys about why I do YouTube. So I pretty much started YouTube in high school and I was just doing it for like the fun of it. I put random little short clips of me and my friends on here. And then I decided to make videos of me talking. And it all started when I was going through something really deep in high school and I just decided to just let the whole world know. And then I started making vlogs for my family to see, and now I'm using it as a source of promoting myself as a brand and doing what I love, which is like fashion and beauty related. And I just really like being able to talk to a bunch of people through a camera and express really what interests me and what makes me happy. Long story short, I do YouTube just to let people hear what I have to say and let people see what I have to do and just do things that make me happy personally. Fears, a deadly phobia of spiders, any spider webs. I used to be scared of the dark as a child. I used to be afraid of heights. I'm still scared of swimming because I do not know how to swim. Although I did take lessons when I was 4 or 5 years old, but I did not make it into the water because I just peed the deck. That goes hand in hand with a health issue that I have. I'm also very claustrophobic. Such a scaredy cat. Last thing that made you cry. Can we just get this straight? The 2 things that made me cry, with one of them being like an hour ago, Gossip Girl and this season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. The Gossip Girl thing just happened like an hour ago, and I'm on season 5. I don't want to ruin anything for any of you guys who haven't watched Gossip Girl. Honestly, I bawled my eyes out at one point, and it was literally the last episode I just watched. It was just really touching, and it really hit me, and I was bawling. Alysha, you were crying because of a TV show. And with Keeping Up with the Kardashians, if you are keeping up with the Kardashians, this season is quite a roller coaster. Quite an emotional roller coaster, actually. Chloe, I love you. You are like probably my favorite. One of my favorites. I hate to say that I have a favorite Kardashian sister or family member because, like I said, I don't really settle. I don't pick favorites. Honestly, what you're going through was it really touched me, and honestly, I cried along with everybody else. Like, I was in my bed and I was like waterfalls, Niagara Falls escalating from my eyes. Last time you said you loved someone, I believe it was to Leanne, and that was a week ago or a couple of days ago. I'm not quite sure. I don't really say it. Perhaps I should be saying it a lot. I'm just really glad that I have the people I have in my life, but I don't necessarily throw the I love yous like it's nothing. You gotta earn my I love yous, you know? If you're my good friend, I'm not gonna say I don't love you. I like you as a person. Like, you are a great person, but I don't necessarily throw it out there like that because I think it's very important. It means a lot to say I love you to a specific person, and as of right now, I'm single and I'm only surrounding myself with my friends and my family, so it's really them who just get the I love yous. Meaning behind your YouTube name. My YouTube name is Alysha Villegas or Villegas Alysha or Alysha's Life. I made it Villegas.Alysha first, and then I changed it to my actual name, and then I decided that I wanted to change it to Alysha's Life, just match the rest of my social network sites. It still shows up as Alysha Villegas, and so the meaning behind that is that it's me. I'm Alysha Villegas, that's my name. Last book you read. Not quite done reading it, and I know my cousin is going to see this video and she's going to be like, I've had that book since the summer. It's taken me quite a while. I really have a hard time finding time to actually sit down and read a book. Right now I'm reading John Green's Paper Towns, and it's such a good book. Oh, the book you're currently reading. That's what I'm currently reading. So I didn't even answer that question right. The last book I read, like read, probably have to be something in high school. because textbooks in college don't count as a book, right? Like if you're saying textbook, and I didn't really read the entire textbook, but it was one of my classes. But if you're saying like actual book, it's something in high school, and I believe it was Catcher in the Rye, which is one of my favorite books, J.D. Salinger. It's honestly my favorite book. I can read it so many times because it's such a good book. It has such a great meaning behind it. I love Holden. Like, although he comes off as like such a depressed kind of kid, he kind of portrays a lot of teenagers in society today, and I think it's really important that every teenager read it. And I also love the fact that it's New York based, and that's like my city. Like, I want to be there. Last show you watched, Gossip Girl. Hello, what's new? Last person you talked to, my mom. The relationship between you and the last person you texted. I don't have my phone on me right now, but it's in my room charging. But the last person I remember texting was Leanne, and she's my best friend / sister / homie / roommate / soul sister / I don't know, she's everything. She's like my best friend, but I consider her family. Favorite food? That is, why would you, this even a question? I like pizza, I like pasta, I like burgers, I like chicken wings, I like sushi, I like cake, I like ice cream, I like everything else that's unhealthy. But then again, I like salads, I like fruits, I like smoothies. Does that count as food? The list can go on and on and on. I just love food in general. Place you want to visit. I would love to visit New York City. I also would like to visit Paris and go on a Europe trip, but I also would like to go to Bora Bora and like Bali, and then I also want to go to California, like LA. Last place you were. What does that question even mean? Like, last place I was just at, like in my house. I was in my bedroom. Last place I like actually went to that's not my house, school. I don't know what the question means. Well, there you go. I've given you 2 answers. Do you have a crush? I do have a crush, and he is such a cutie, and we're not gonna get into that because it's cute actually, like that I have a little crush on someone. It's like a little high school crush, but it's kind of humiliating at the same time because I do not have the nerve to actually talk to him and be like, hey, I'm Alysha, nice to meet you. I think you're cute, by the way. Like, I don't have the nerve to actually talk to him and be like, hey, I'm in your class, I see you 2 times a week. Yeah, I think you're cute. And we like the same hockey team. Okay. Last time you kissed someone. Now. Last time you were insulted. This brings up a really like important topic. My mom threw the "Are you going to be strong enough to handle everyone's rude comments on your YouTube videos" card. I was like, yeah, like I've been through a lot of things in high school. Like, I didn't enjoy it because I thought people like didn't like me. I kind of grew thick skin and just learned to, you know, take it as nothing personal. But as of right now, the last time I was insulted was probably a day ago. I wouldn't consider it an actual insult. It was just like a joke. I learned to just not take the insults personally because they don't matter. Like, insults and negative comments and stuff like that don't really matter to you, or they shouldn't matter to you, because it's your life. You can do what you want to do, and if you really are gonna let it get to you, then at least work with what they've said negatively about you. Like, take it as constructive criticism and just work with it and change that certain part of your life, that, or like that certain aspect of yourself or the way you're living that you don't like, or what people are saying are negative. Nonetheless, you shouldn't take someone's comments or anything like that get to you, because who are they to judge you? And to the people who are saying rude comments, who are you to judge? And if you really do not have anything nice to say about anybody else, you shouldn't really say it. Favorite flavor of sweet chocolate. What instruments do you play? I used to play the guitar, not quite as well though, but in my first year of high school, I did take a guitar course. Also before that, I used to somewhat play the keyboard. My cousin and I used to just like teach ourselves. As of right now, I don't really play them anymore. I still have my guitar in my room, but I can still play the guitar, just I don't play it as much as I used to. And I can play like a bunch of Taylor Swift songs on it. I used to be able to play Dust in the Wind and Hotel California. Favorite piece of jewelry? I would have to say my rings, which I'm not wearing right now, but those are kind of my favorite things. Also, this little necklace, which I pretty much have had since I was little. My mom gave it to me when I was just a little girl. And it just has like a little cross on it, and it has a little like piece of diamond or a little crystal on it. And I pretty much wear it every day just to feel like it's my source of security. It's just like kind of my comfort kind of thing, and I really love it. I think it's super adorable. Last sport you played? I don't really play sports. I've never been on any team when I was in school, but in the summer my cousins and I typically play like football, volleyball, or basketball, but I'm not really into those sports. Like, yeah, football, it's alright, it's cool. But I'm more into like hockey, but my family isn't really, but I wish I played hockey like on a team, but I mean, what are you gonna do? So the last sport I played was probably in the summer. And I hate to admit that because I really wish I was more active. Not saying that I'm not active, like I work out and stuff like that. I just don't really play sports unless you want to consider working out as a sport, but I wouldn't consider it myself. Last song you sang? I believe it was a Lana song, and I believe it was Young and Beautiful, because when I was like applying my makeup and stuff like that, I was blasting music as per usual, and my Lana song came up and it was Young and Beautiful, and I really like that song, and I really like The Great Gatsby, so I decided to belt it out, and thank goodness nobody was home with me because that is really embarrassing. Favorite chat up line? Hey baby, what's up? Have you ever used it? I may or may not have used it. If I did use it, I didn't mean it. I probably meant it as a joke. Last time you hung out with anyone? This makes me feel very cold and sad and lonely inside. I haven't left my house all day, but I did hang out with Valerie, my friend from school, yesterday, and we hung out in the student center because it was a Thursday yesterday, and we found this really attractive guy. Well, she found him super more attractive than I did. But yeah, we were just like there, and it's a Thursday. We call it like the day that like all the cute guys come out. Like seriously, our school, like on a Thursday, the firefighters, the paramedics, the guys in our class. This one guy that we saw yesterday, who my friend thinks is super duper attractive, was there. And yeah, so that's that. That was embarrassing. It stopped recording because I guess I took up way too much time, which never really happened. That's actually the first time it's ever happened. The last question is, who should answer these questions next? Everybody, anybody, all of you guys watching this video, leave comments answering any of the questions, and I'll post all the questions in the down bar. I want to learn a little bit more about my viewers. Well, that's all I have for today's video. Like I said, I'm going to be creating a new kind of series on my channel, so just look out for that. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching my video, and please like it and subscribe to my channel if you guys are new to my channel. I'm Alysha. Hey. Bye, guys.